Hello dear students, I welcome all of you to lecture 11 of linear algebra first, unit first, system of linear equations and matrices. In last lecture, we study homogeneous system of linear equations and theorem on it. In today's lecture, we study non-homogeneous linear equations or inhomogeneous system of linear equations. The inhomogeneous system x is equal to y not equal to 0. This non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Definition: the system a into x is equal to y is inhomogeneous or non-homogeneous if it's not homogeneous. This is a simple definition of non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Mathematicians love definition like this. It means, of course, that the vector y is not the zero vector. Okay. We know that the homogeneous system, in homogeneous system, ax is equal to 0. That is vector y is equal to 0. But in non-homogeneous system, this y, vector y is not 0. And this means that at least one of the equations has a non-zero right hand side. In system of linear equations, at least one equation has right hand side is not equal to 0. As an example, we can use the same system as in the previous lecture, except we will change the right hand side to something non-zero. In last lecture, we discussed the one problem which has right hand side is equal to 0. In this equation, right hand side we consider some numbers. x1 plus 2x2 minus x4 is equal to 1, minus 2x1 minus 3x2 plus 4x3 plus 5x4 is equal to 2, 2x1 plus 4x2 minus 2x4 is equal to 3. This is the given system of linear equation which is non-homogeneous. Those of you with sharp eyes should be able to tell at a glance that this system is inconsistent. That is, there are no solution. This system is inconsistent and has no solution. But we solve this problem by step. Why we are going to proceed anyway? Because this is hardly an exceptional situation. The equated matrix for given system of equation is, we write given system of equation, in matrix form, Ax is equal to y. For this, matrix A is first column is coefficient of x1 1 minus 2 and 2. Second column for coefficient of h2 2 minus 3 4. Third column for coefficient of x3. In first equation there is no x3, therefore coefficient of x3 is 0. In second equation coefficient of x3 is 4, and in third equation there is no terms of x3, therefore its coefficient is 0. Coefficient of x4 is minus 1 5 minus 2. This is matrix A. Into matrix X. X is a matrix of variable matrix x1 x2 x3 and x4. This is a matrix X. The Y matrix is 1 2 3. This is the system of equations in matrix form. Okay, this is the system of equation in matrix form. Ax is equal to y. The augmented matrix is A slash y or A column y is equal to matrix 1 2 0 minus 1 1 minus 2 minus 3 4 5 2 2 4 0 minus 2 3. We can't discard the fifth column here since it's not 0. In last problem we take this column as a 0 0 and therefore we remove this column at we only write matrix A. But this is a non-homogeneous system of linear equation, and in last lecture we study homogeneous system of linear equation. The row echelon form of the augmented matrix is, we solve this matrix, consider consider augmented matrix AY is equal to matrix 1 2 0 minus 1 and 1 minus 2 minus 3 4 5 2 2 4 0 minus 2 and 3. Our target is to make this entry is equal to 0 and this entry A31 is equal to 0. This is our our target. For this we use two operations, R2 plus 2R1. Multiply row first by 2 and adding in row 2, we get minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. This is row 1, row 2, and row 3. Okay. And for this we take operation R3 minus 2R1. Okay. We get first row as it is 1, 2, 0, minus 1 and 1. For this we take one operation R2 plus 2R1. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0, minus 3 plus 4, 1, 4 plus 0, 4, 5 minus 2, 3, 2 minus 2 plus 2, 4. Okay. For row 3, we take one operation R3 minus 2R1. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. 0, 0, 0. Minus 2 plus 2, this is also 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. We also here we make this element equal to 0 by taking operation R1 minus 2R2. What to get? We get one matrix 1, 0, 0 minus 8, minus 8, minus 1, minus 6, minus 7, 1 minus 8. This is 1 minus 8 minus 7. Second and third as it is 0, 1, 4, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. This is the row echelon of one matrix. We can discard the fifth column here since it's not 0. The row echelon form of the augmented matrix is, we get this matrix here. This is row echelon form. Okay. This is row reduced echelon form. Okay. 1, 2, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 1, 4, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 1. And the reduced echelon form is 1, 0, minus 8, minus 7, and minus 7, 0, 1, 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, this is, we clear the idea. Okay, now we proceed further. The third equation from either of these now reads, if we see the fourth equation of the row reduced echelon form, this is the third equation 0x1, 0x2, 0x3, 0x4 is equal to 1. This is the last equation. The third equation from either of these now reads 0x1 plus 0x2 plus 0x3 plus 0x4 is equal to 1 or 0 is equal to 1. But 0 is not equal to 1. This is not possible. This is fails. How can we wind up with a false statement? The actual reasoning that leads us here in this: if the original system has a solution, then performing elementary row operations gives us an equivalent system of equation which has the same solution. But this equivalent system of equation is inconsistent. It has no solution. That is, no choice of x1 up to so on x4 satisfies the equation, so the original system is also inconsistent. Okay, this system is inconsistent because 0 is not equal to 1. Our last equation gives you 0 is equal to 1, but this is false. In general, if the echelon form of augmented matrix AY has a leading one in any position of the last column, the system of equation is inconsistent. This is the important. If the echelon form of augmented matrix AY has a leading one in any position of the last column, the system of equation is inconsistent. Now it is not true that any homogeneous system with the same matrix A is inconsistent. But we take a similar problem as we study in last lecture, but this is not generally true for any problem. Now it's not true that any inhomogeneous system with the same matrix A is inconsistent. It depends completely on the particular y which sides on the right hand side. For instance, if y is equal to 1 to 2, in given system, if we take right hand side is equal to 1 to 2, then the echelon form of AY is if you take right hand side is equal to 1 to 2, then work this out. The echelon form of augmented matrix Y is AY is 1 2 0 minus 1 1 0 1 4 3 4 0 0 0 0, and the reduced echelon form is 1 0 minus 8 minus 7 minus 7 0 1 4 3 4 0 0 0 0. This last equation here we get last equation is 0x1 plus 0x2 plus 0x3 plus 0x4 is equal to 0. That means this implies that 0 is equal to 0, and this is true. Therefore, this system is consistent and has solution. Okay. Since this is consistent, we have, as in the homogeneous case, the leading variables x1 and x2 and the free variable x3 and x4, renaming the variables by s and t and writing out the equation solved for the leading variables gives us Okay, what we get in last equation, we get our system of equation. We get x1 plus 0x2 minus 8x3 minus 7x3 7x4 is equal to minus 7. Here is minus 7. 0 x1 plus 1x2 plus 4x3 plus 3x3 is equal to 0. Using this, we get since this is consistent, we have, as in the homogeneous case, the leading variables x1 and x2 and the free variables x3 and x4. Renaming the free variables by s and t and writing out the equation solved for the leading variables gives us x3 is equal to s, x4 is equal to t. Therefore, x2 is equal to minus 4s minus 3t plus 4. x1 is equal to 8s plus 7t minus 7. Solve this. What you get? Here is this. Okay, what we get? We get x1 minus 8x2 x minus 8x3 sorry minus 7x4 is equal to minus 7. Second equation is x2 plus 4x3 plus 3x3 is equal to 4. Put here there is two free variable x3 and x4. Put x3 is equal to s, x4 is equal to t. Therefore, we get this is equation 1, 2, 3, and we get equation 2 as x2 plus 4s plus 3t this is x is equal to 4. This implies that x2 is equal to 4 minus 4s minus 3t. Using 3 and 4 in equation 1, we get x1 minus 8s minus 7t is equal to minus 7. This implies that x1 is equal to 8 is minus 70 minus 7. This is the solution of given system of equation. Okay, x1 is equal to 8s plus 70 minus 7, x2 is equal to minus 4s minus 3t plus 4, x3 is equal to x, and x4 is equal to t. This looks like the solution to the homogeneous equation found in the previous section except for the additional scalars minus 7 and 4. In homogeneous system we get a solution which is equal to, we get solution homogeneous system we get x1 is equal to 8s plus 7t, x2 is equal to minus 4s minus 3t, x3 is equal to s, and x4 is equal to t. Last lecture we solve this problem homogeneous system of linear equation and we get the solution x1 is equal to 8s plus 7t, x2 is equal to minus 4s minus 3t, x3 is equal to s, x4 is equal to t. But today we solve system of non-homogeneous system of linear equation. Taking right hand side is equal to 1 to 2, we get solution is x1 is equal to 8s plus 7t minus 7, x2 is equal to minus 4s minus 3t plus 4, x3 is equal to s, x4 is equal to t. This looks like the solution to the homogeneous equation found in the previous section except for the additional scalar minus 7 and 4. This is additional scalar in homogeneous system of linear equation. If we write this using vector notation, we get x is equal to vector x1, x2, x3, x4. This is a column vector. We call it variable matrix or unknown matrix. Okay. Is equal to, we write this system as follows. This given system of linear equation. We solve. First take with s, yes, and then write coefficient of s in first matrix. Coefficient of first matrix equation is 8 minus 4 1 0, then plus sign, and we write coefficient of t in second matrix 7 minus 3 0 1, and then we write remaining term as constant which is minus 7 4 0 0 4. This is right here. X is equal to column vector x1, x2, x3, x4 is equal to s into column vector 8 minus 4 1 0 plus t into column vector 7 minus 3 0 1. This is coefficient of s, this is coefficient of t plus constant minus 7 4 0 0. Okay. Compare if we writing this using vector notation, we get x is equal to column vector x1, x2, x3, x4 is equal to s into column vector of s 8 minus 4 1 0 plus t into this is column vector for coefficient of t 7 minus 3 0 1 plus constant, this is a column vector for constant minus 4 minus 7 4 0 0. Compare this with the general solution xh x suffix h to the homogeneous equation found before. Once again we have a two parameter family of solution. We can get what is called a particular solution of by making some specific choice for s and t. For example, taking s is equal to t is equal to 0. If you take s is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0, then this matrix is getting equal to 0 and what remain is minus 7 4 0 0. We get the particular solution xp minus 7 4 0 0. If you take another value of s and t, then we get another solution. We know that this system has infinitely many solutions depending on values of s and t. Okay, we get the particular solution. We can get other particular solution by making other choices. Observe that the general solution to the homogeneous system worked out here can be written in the form x is equal to x suffix h plus x suffix p. In fact, this is true in general. Here we study, in last lecture we study homogeneous system, and in today's lecture we study non-homogeneous system of linear equation. From last and today's lecture we found or we observe one thing, which is for any solution of matrix, solution matrix is equal to xh is general solution plus xp is particular solution. This is the observation from this two lecture. Okay, using this, or this is a theorem for theorem. Let x suffix p and y suffix p be two solutions to a into x is equal to y. This is non-homogeneous system of linear equation. Then their difference x suffix p minus y suffix is also a solution of these equations. Theorem. If x suffix p and y suffix p are solutions of non-homogeneous system of linear equation, x is equal to y, then xp minus yp is also solution to the homogeneous equation x is equal to 0. The general solution to x is equal to y can be written as x suffix p plus x suffix h, where xh denotes the general solution to the homogeneous system. Okay, this is the theorem. Since x suffix p and y suffix p are solution, we have a into difference of these two, x suffix p minus y suffix p is equal to a into xp minus s into yp is equal to y minus y. Why? Because our system of equation is x is equal to y. Since xp is solution, this implies that s into xp is equal to y, and if y is p solution, this implies that a into y suffix p is equal to y. Therefore, a into xp is equal to y minus a into yp is equal to y minus y is equal to 0. So their difference solve the homogeneous equation. Conversely, given a particular solution x suffix p, then the entries set xp x suffix p plus x suffix h consist of solution 2ax is equal to y. This is solution of our non-homogeneous system of linear equation. If z belongs to x suffix h, if any element z belong to this general solution, then a into xp x suffix p plus z is equal to a into xp plus az is equal to this is a particular solution is equal to y plus this is system of homogeneous equation plus 0 is equal to y, and so xp plus z is the solution to x is equal to y. Going back to the example, suppose we write the general solution to x is equal to y in the vector form. X is equal to s into vector 1 plus t into vector 2 plus xp. This is particular solution. This is vector 1 which is coefficient of s, and this is vector 2 which is coefficient of t, where v1 is equal to coefficient of s 8 minus 4 1 0, v2 is equal to coefficient of t 7 minus 3 0 1, and xp is equal to constant minus 7 4 0 0. Now we can get another particular solution to the system by taking s is equal to 1, t is equal to 1. This gives y suffix p is equal to 8 minus 3 1 1. We can rewrite the general solution as x is equal to s minus 1 plus 1 into v1 plus t minus 1 plus 1 into v2 plus xp, s minus 1 v1 plus t minus 1 v2 plus yp is equal to s cap v1 plus t cap v2 plus yp. This is a next part of our lecture, but okay, we know that our solution is x is equal to st s into vector 8 minus 4 1 0 plus t into 7 minus 3 0 1 plus vector minus 7 4 0 0. Okay, if s is equal to 1 and t is equal to 1, what we get? X is equal to vector 8 minus 4 1 0 plus 7 minus 3 0 1 plus minus 7 4 0 0 is equal to x is equal to plus 7 minus 7 minus 4 minus 3 plus 4 1 plus 0 plus 0 0 plus 1 plus 0. What we get? We get 8 minus 3 1 1. This is our solution right here. 8 minus 3 1 1. This is particular solution when s is equal to 1, t is equal to 1. We can rewrite the general solution as x is equal to s minus 1 plus 1 v1 plus t minus 1 plus 1 v2 plus xp is equal to s minus 1 v1 plus t minus 1 v2 plus yp is equal to s cap v1 plus t cap v2 plus yp. As S cap and T cap run over all possible pairs of real numbers, we get exactly the same set of solution as before. So the general solution can be written as yp plus xh, that is particular solution plus general solution, as well as xp plus xh. This is for particular plus general. This is a bit confusing until you remember that these are set of solutions rather than single solution. S cap, T cap and ST are just different sets of coordinates, but running through either set of coordinates or parameters produce the same as. Okay, if you take values of S and T different, then we get different solution. This is same. Remarks. Those of you taking a course in differential equation, we will encounter similar situation. The general solution to a linear differential equation has the form y is equal to yp plus yh, particular solution plus general solution, where yp is any particular solution to the differential equation and yh denotes the set of all solution to the homogeneous differential equation. This is the geometrical figure for solution. We get this is a general solution, this is a particular solution, and this is the first plane contains origin and second plane does not contain an origin. The lower plane, the one passing through 0 origin, represent general solution, gives the particular solution xp and z in xh. We get another solution to the inhomogeneous equation as z varies in xh. We get all the solution to ax is equal to y. We can visualize the general solution to the homogeneous and inhomogeneous equation. We have worked out in detail as follows. The set xh in a two plane in R4 which goes through the origin since x is equal to 0 is a solution. It has trivial solution. Okay, this is trivial solution for the homogeneous system of equation. The general solution to x is equal to y is obtained by adding the vector xp to every point in this two plane. We add xp, then we get particular solution to the homogeneous system, then we get solution of non-homogeneous system of linear equation. Geometrically, this gives another two plane parallel to the first but not containing the origin, since x is equal to 0 is not a solution to ax is equal to y. X is equal to 0 is not a solution of x is equal to y because this is non-homogeneous system of equation. It has only solution or infinitely many solution, but it has no trivial solution unless y is equal to 0. Now pick any point in this parallel to plane and add to it all the vectors into plane corresponding to general solution xh. What do you get? You get the same parallel to plane. This is why xp plus xh is equal to yp plus xh. Okay, this is the solution of non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Okay student, today I stop with this. In next lecture we study some theorems on homogeneous and non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Thank you so much.